My 2024 AFL award predictions. At the end of this season, who's going to win the big awards? Who's going to win the Brownlow, the Coleman Medal, the Golden Fist, or Best Defender, All-Australian Captain, Rising Star Award, and not that they are awards, but I've chosen the Best Small Forward, Best Small Defender, Best Winger, and the Best Ruck, because those positions never win any of these awards. Oh, and Best Coach as well, Coach of the Year. Now, we're going to start with the Brownlow, the best part. I'm going to go with my top three. Starting off in third place in my predicted Brownlow, I've got Sam Walsh. I think he's going to have a stellar year if he keeps his body right. The only reason I won't put him higher, I've said before on YouTube videos and TikToks, follow the TikTok FTFooty. I said before that he will win the Brownlow, but upon consideration, he's less likely to win it because I think Carlton are going to be the best team all year, and therefore I think there will be a lot of contributing players towards success, and therefore players will take votes off him. Sort of like why Petrarca and Oliver never win, because they always take votes off each other. Patrick Cripps will take votes off him. Kerno will definitely take votes off him. So, even those two players, let alone, will probably stop him there. Chera will do some business as well. So, but I still have him in third place. In second place, I've gone with Marcus Bontempelli. I always go Bont for first place, and he never seems to win it. Why do I think this year Bont won't win it? I think this year Bont won't win it because the Dogs just won't be that good. I just don't think the Dogs are going to excite anyone. And to be honest, the problem, a bit like Melbourne, the Dogs always have, players like McRae, Libba. Bailey Smith's out, Josh Dunkley's left. So maybe he has the best chance of winning it than he ever has. But unfortunately, never seems to get it done. Yeah, so I got the Bont in second place. I love the Bont. I think he's been the best player in the comp for the last 4 years. He is still the best player in the competition. But the way the Brownlow works, it just doesn't seem to go to him. In first place, the winner of the Brownlow, gone with Chad Warner. Now, Chad Warner in 2023 had a little bit of an off season. 2022, he was on smoke, absolute smoke. Now, once again, consistent with many teams, he has players like Callum Mills, Errol Goulding, Luke Parker, who always polls really well in the Brownlow. They'll take votes off him, but I think it's going to explode. I think Sydney are going to be one of the best teams in the comp. I think they'll make top 4 or at least challenge for the flag, and therefore I think Chad Warner is going to be on a demolition job. He's going to be on destruction, and a bit of an outside shout, but I think he is my pick to win the Brownlow medal. Now, for all these awards, let me know in the comments who your winner is. I'm actually intrigued, and give me your reason as well. Who's going to win the Brownlow, etc., etc. Coleman medal, really simple one for me. I've gone with Mitch Lewis. I think Hawthorn are going to rise. They're going to rise a lot. They're going to be arguably close to top 8. I put them in, I think, 9th or 10th place in my preseason predictions in the ladder. So they're going to jump a lot. Now, Mitch Lewis averaged over 3 goals a game in 2023. He was just injured, so injured. If he gets his body right, he will win the Coleman. You've heard it here first. Nick Larkey would be my second choice. Kerno will not, because I think Mackay is going to have Harry Mackay is going to have a comeback season, I should say. And I think he'll be kicking more goals. And to be honest, if Carlton want to win a flag, they probably should stop relying on Kerno so much for those goals and try and shed a load a bit. But Mitch Lewis, I love him as a player. It was hilarious when he got drafted because Hawthorn lost Sam Mitchell and Jordan Lewis, and then they bring Mitchell Lewis, into the squad. They draft him. So he was a bit of a meme at the time, but he's proven to be a great forward. And Sam Mitchell is cooking up an absolute beast of a player who I think will kick the most goals in the home and away season in 2024. Golden Fist Award, I've gone with Sam Taylor if he stays fit. Sam Taylor is the best defender. He is the best defender. He's better than Moore, Wiedering, May, better than the rest. I think the only one that gets close is James Sicily. I'll talk about Sicily in my next segment. Actually, I'll talk about Sicily now. I put James Sicily as my All-Australian captain. I think both Sicily and Sam Taylor are the best defenders, or sort of key defenders in the comp. Unfortunately for Sam Taylor, I think just the injuries kind of fuck him a little bit. Year after year, he's amazing, and then he gets injured. So he just got to put together a full season, and then he'll be amazing. James Sicily is All-Australian captain of Hawthorn. I think Hawthorn are going to rise. He's going to make All-Australian. That's a pretty simple one for me, and I don't think he hasn't been All-Australian captain yet. So it's about time, and I think most of these predictions you'll see are based on Hawthorn doing well. But even if Hawthorn don't rise that much, even if they still are towards bottom 4, I still think this guy will get All-Australian captain because he's just so good. I love Sicily so much. Now, my Rising Star Award, arguably the easiest one and the most boring, Harley Reid. Let's be real, he was the best player in the draft by a country mile. There was talks about North Melbourne giving up the fucking world for him. I think if anyone in the YouTube scene or any AFL watcher says anyone else for Rising Star, if they say any other name for the Rising Star, they are chatting wass. They're chatting out their ass. They are just looking for clicks because Harley Reid is gonna win the award. Not only is Harley Reid the best player from that draft, the draftees, he's also most likely going to be used the most. Like, the Eagles are such a shit team. He's immediately top 10 players in their list, which is hilarious. So he's going to play. The only risk is if he gets played too much and his body lets him down a little bit and he might get injury. Touch wood, he doesn't, because he's so good, but he's going to win the Rising Star. He just will, okay? Don't give me another name. Don't. Best small forward, I've gone with Dylan Moore. I think Dylan Moore is synonymous with Mitch Lewis and James Sicily. I think once Hawthorn start to do really well, people will start to recognize this guy a bit more. Hawthorn fans I talk to understand how good he is. He started to roll through the midfield as well as damaging up forward, so he's a bit of a hybrid player there. But as that small forward, 177, 175, something like that, electric. And I think he's going to be the best small forward in the comp. I honestly think he will. I think he's going to carry that, small forward scene. He's going to be the tackler alongside the goal scorer. And if he's having an off game in the forward line, chuck him in the midfield where we know he can play good footy and he can do damage through there. He'll also make All-Australian. Award for the best small defender, I've gone with Connor Buttery from Gold Coast. I mean, he's finally got his body right after the ACL injury I think he had. I think Dimmer will utilize him really well. He'll nurture him really well. And I think he will be the best small defender. Are there better players? Yes. But you know what? Let's be a bit different. Let's put some hot and spicy sauce in this and not be basic. He's a great player. Before he got injured, like last season, the season before, whatever, he was really good for Gold Coast. And given that most people think Gold Coast will do better this season, he should hopefully shoot up as a player, in his development at least. The best winger in 2024 will be Nick Martin. I think Errol Goulding will sit back a little bit more in 2024, given that I've said Chad Warner's going to win the Brownlow. Given that Sydney will be a lot better, I feel like he might not have as good of a season. Nick Martin, he's young. Oh, Errol Goulding as well. I think Nick Martin is special. He's really special, and he's already shown for Essendon he's one of their best players, one of the best wingers. Definitely, I think him and Goulden are the best wingers in the league, and they're young, exciting. They make the wing an exciting position. And I think Nick Martin will be the best winger in 2024. The best ruck will still be Max Gawn. All these this position, I've gone with young players, but I think Max Gawn will still be the best ruck because if he stays fit, I think he will stay fit this season. I have to take a guess. I know he wasn't that fit in 2023, but he hopefully stays fit in 2024. I think he just is the best ruck. I think he's better than Marshall. I think he's better than Darcy. All those other rucks. I think Gawn's the barometer and the rest are down in this pack. That's the difference. When Nick Nat was still playing, it was Nick Nat and Gawn. Grundy for those 2 seasons was up there, but Gawn here, the rest are down here. So he'll be the best ruck in 2024, and that'll probably be his last season as well as the best ruck, not last season the comp, because he's going to get old. But we all know that rucks age like fine wine, so age isn't too much of an issue. The best coach in 2024, Sam Mitchell. I think, you could go with someone like a Michael Voss, Adam Kingsley, but I think Sam Mitchell will win the best coach award, especially if they make the 8, but I think he's going to make big inroads in the comp, and he's going to win my best coach award of 2024. I used to think that Sam Mitchell was a fraudulent coach, but he's since proven me extremely wrong. Comeback season, I've gone with John Noble. A bit of a weird one here. I think John Noble is a better player than Oleg Markov, and I think he should be playing in that Collingwood team, and I think he's going to go back to his position and refine that form and be the player that might bring Collingwood 2 flags, or second flag, 2 in a row. But look, comeback season, I could put almost anybody. Jack Steele, I could put as a comeback season. Anyone who was injured, I could put as a comeback season, But I wanted to pick a player who went out of favor, like out of form, and who I think will find the form again. And I think he's a pretty good one. Breakout season, I've gone with Noah Cumberland. Richmond fans know how good this guy is. He's so exciting. For some reason, Dimmer just didn't like him because his pressure work wasn't good enough, and he could sort of just completely drop out of games and not be seen for 3 quarters. So, he needs to fix that part of his game. But given now that we've got Adam Uze as the coach, I think he will love this guy. He's got so much talent, and if he just unlocks him, he will be the breakout player. Now, you might say to me, he was already had a breakout season. This 2023, he was really good, but he kept getting dropped. A lot of VFL time. I think 2024 is going to be the season where he kicks 50 plus goals. Given that Tom Lynch is old and injured all the time, Jack Rivelt's retired, and also given that Kaczynski, I think, is overrated, I think he's going to be the one to kick the goals for Richmond, and he's going to break out. And yeah, that's all I have to say about him, really. Anyway, they are all my 2024 award predictions. I could do more predictions like worst coach, Justin Longmuir, and worst this, worst that, yappa. But let's keep it positive. Let me know in the comments your awards for everything I've gone through. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree? Make sure you follow the TikTok FTFooty. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video.